Let's come to the capital now, where my colleague Kenneth Jesse is at Teshi for some update on the vetting process that's happening there. Kenneth, what can you report for us from Teshi? Yeah, so we are trying to reach Kenneth Jesse for some update on the vetting process that's taking place in the Greater Accra region for the NPP parliamentarian sitting MPs who are undergoing some vetting process before the election will take place later this month. We got some update from the northern region where there's been concerns about some issues over there. But let's stay in the Greater Accra, Teshi, where Kenneth Jesse is at Teshi. Kenneth, what can you report for us from Teshi?
The NPP parliamentary hopefuls. Musbao, we're currently at the shelter at Teshi, where parliamentary candidate hopefuls of the New Patriotic Party are being vetted here. We've seen a couple of them. We've seen the presidential candidate of Ayawaso West Wagon, Lydia Seriam Al-Hassan. We've seen Michael Okwe from Dobi Kwambenya. And then the supporters of Michael Okwe are actually saying that they are not going to make the mistake they made previously by voting for Sarah Adjoa-Safo. Now, we've been told that the Ayawaso West Wagon vetting has been put on hold due to some internal challenges within that constituency. Currently, the man that is looking forward to replacing Carlos Ahinkra at Tema West is addressing the press right now. Nana Boache. A few of them have also come in. We've seen Dokua come in. We've seen a couple of them come in. The support is great. A lot of them are also expected to come in pretty shortly. So that is what is happening here, Musbao, if you can hear me. Not much is going on. The vetting is going on smoothly. No qualms, nothing untoward has happened, which we're not expecting to happen. So, yes, that is the Tema West parliamentary candidate hopeful who will be speaking to us live on Joy News. Welcome, you're live on Joy News.
Hi, thank you. And
how did the vetting go?
Well, it was a friendly conversation and an interaction of party people. Having worked for this party in the constituency from the polling station level to being the constituency chairman of the party, virtually the panel members, which included the former majority leader of our party in the constituency, Honorable Ibrahim Oseidu, knows my involvement and my role within the party all these years. I became a first polling agent for him then when he was contesting. So it was a friendly conversation and how the regional party wants me to know how I'm going to increase our voter margins as against the NDC in our last elections.
Should you win, you will have a Herculean task of helping your party to break what you call the 8. Do you think, as things stand now, your party has the capacity to break the 8?
Well, as it stands, we are in pole position to break in the 8. The youth of Tema West have seen development being done by our current MP and the people and the human capital development he's put into the constituency now. And I think that continuing from where he's left off and explaining ourselves and selling our message, we are in pole position to break in the 8 come 2024.
Your General Secretary, Justin Kodia, recently mentioned that if you are a minister and you feel you're tired, kindly resign. Do you share in those sentiments?
Well, I believe that he said that due to what he's heard or what he's seen sitting in the high office of the General Secretary. So I would re-echo his message that if you're a minister or a CEO working for this government, you should first and foremost understand that it was the party that gave birth to the government. And then party is going into an election in 2024. So we need them to be up and doing and up to the task to enable us sell their message from their various ministry, department and agency to help us break the 8.
Have you personally seen some ministers who you feel are tired and should hang their boots?
Well, I feel everybody is doing wonderfully well, but from where the General Secretary sits, maybe he sees more than I see. So it's important I re-echo what my General Secretary said.
Thank you very much. Musbao, so that is the parliamentary candidate hopeful for the New Patriotic Party at Tema West. And we will now speak to the coalition chairman of the New Patriotic Party at Tema West. Right. Okay, you've been here for quite a while. How has the process been so far?
Oh, it's been good. For me, as constituency chairman, I believe that the nature of the constituency and the way things are going in the constituency, I've decided to give everybody a level playing field. I'll make sure the processes are followed. Whoever wins, it's my duty to make sure I make the person the MP of the constituency.
All right. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so Musbao, these are the scenes currently here at the shelter at Teshi, where some incumbent MPs are coming in to be vetted. New entrants are also hoping that they'll pass vetting and then be able to represent the New Patriotic Party come December 7th, 2024. So live from the shelter here at Teshi.
Yeah, so that's my colleague Kenneth Jesse, all the way in Teshi. Well, let's head to the Ashanti region now, where the process is also underway there. My colleague Nana Boachi Dankwa Yadom is stationed at Asokwa for some updates. Nana Boachi, can you also tell us what is happening in the Ashanti region at Asokwa, where you are stationed?
Well, Musbao, the process began around 10 a.m. Some members of parliament, incumbent members of parliament, I must say, have come through the vetting process already. At this moment, we are having the incumbent member of parliament for Adansi Asokwa, Katie Amond, going through the vetting process inside the auditorium. And so we would get to speak to him right after the process. But then I must say that Ahafwano, North and South members of parliament and an aspirant have been here to pass through the vetting process. Later onwards, we'll be expecting the Energy Minister and Member of Parliament for Menchia South, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, alongside some other people contesting him for the Menchia South seat, to also pass through the vetting process for today. Later onwards, Vincent Ekowasafua, the Member of Parliament for Old Tafo constituency, would also pass through the Asokwa party office of the New Patriotic Party to also go through the party's parliamentary vetting today. But I must say that the process is not only going on in the Asokwa constituency, it is also going on at the regional party office at Krofrom, where some members of parliament, incumbents and aspirants, would also go through the process over there. But then I have an aspirant seeking to unseat the incumbent member of parliament for Adansi Asokwa, Katie Amond, here with me. He has been through the vetting process, and I must speak to him. Honorable, how's the process been for you?
It's been very smooth and easy. This is one of the things that makes me love NPP, because it's fair. I mean, it's smooth, and there are no issues whatsoever.
Looking at the contest, you are looking forward to unseat the current Minister for Trades and Industry, Katie Amond. How does it feel? Oh,
it feels cool. 2020 I contested him. He was saved by an inch.
Saved by an inch?
Sure. He was saved by at the last minute. So the delegates said then that we should give him, one last chance for him to go through. Faithfully as it is, they gave him the last chance. He's gone through, and now it is all over. So it is time for a new face. It is time for a new image. It is time for a new direction for the constituency of Adansi Asokwa. And that's the process that we have started. After 27th, there'll be a new parliamentary candidate for Adansi Asokwa.
In a short message, Katie Amond, before going through the vetting process, in fact, before getting to the auditorium, he says he's going to retain his seat. What of that?
It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done.
So how does it look like? In fact, 27 January is just here.
I'm telling you, I say it's easier said than done. So, of course, nobody will go into a contest and say that you're going to lose. Everybody will go into a contest with the idea to win. But if anybody followed all the processes that really transpired at Adansi Asokwa in 2020, the person will have a better appreciation of what happened and what is about happening this January.
So I must not look at just 27th of January. I must also look at 7th December, where we would have the general elections itself. If you are able to pass through 27th January and unseat Katie Amond, how does 7th December look like for you?
It's easy. We are expecting to elect Dr. Baumia as a president and inaugurate him 7th January 2025. Also, we are expecting to retain the seat of Adansi Asokwa in the name of NPP and make sure that we maintain, not only maintain the seat we have there, but also maximize increase the seats we have in Parliament. So the difficult parties have to do with this primary. Once we are done with this, trust me, the votes that will go in 2020, we're going to increase it beyond your imagination.
Thank you so much for joining us. And so, Musbah, that is an aspirant for Adansi Asokwa constituency. He is seeking to unseat the incumbent member of parliament and who doubles as Minister for Trades and Industry, Katie Amond, who also got into the auditorium for his vetting process not long ago. But then I must mention the constituencies, Akrofrom, Obuasi East and Obuasi West, Adansi Asokwa, Otafo Pankrono and Menshia South constituency will be having their vetting here at the party office of the Asokwa constituency. I have the party communications officer here with me, and then I would want to engage him on the process, what it has been so far, looking at the number of incumbent members of parliament and aspirants who have passed through the process so far. Shortly, how has the process been? I have seen Katie Amond get into the auditorium to go through his vetting process. Generally, how has it been?
Well, as you've witnessed, I think all the process has been very transparent, has been very equitable for everybody who think he or she is qualified to be elected as an aspiring member of parliament for the ruling party. So far, we have 2 centers where the vetting is going on. Here, our flag bearers campaign office in Asokwa, another one at the regional office at Krofrom. So I think the process has been smooth, as you can witness, and everything is okay. Everything is going on according to the rules and regulations as set up by the 2024 constituencies, where we have certain members of parliament also contesting.
Thank you so much for joining us. And so that is a communications team member for the New Patriotic Party. We've had incumbent members of parliament and aspirants pass through the vetting process today. Musbah, I know we are definitely waiting for the Minister for Trades and Industry, who doubles as Member of Parliament for Adansi Asokwa, Katie Amond, to go through the process and then get him to talk to us. We'll definitely have to listen to Mr. Katie Amond. But I must say that there are 5 members of Parliament, incumbents, who are going unopposed. Dr. Ase Yawaduchum for Bosomche, Efija Se Kwabre, Nana you a free, just so John and Piechum Kuma of Fenso South, Isaac Ya Opoku, and then Akrofrom, the Honorable Alex Blankson. And so this is the situation on ground here at the party office at the Asokwa constituency. We are waiting for the Energy Minister, Dr. Matthew Poko Prempeh, to also join the other members of parliament who have been here and other aspirants to also go through the process. And so this is the situation on ground, Musbah. Over to you.
That's Nana Boachi there, all the way in the Ashanti region at Asokwa for some update. We're going to take a